A very good morning to all. Myself, Ms. Rupal Desai from Srimati LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. Students, today we will start our lesson, A Truly Beautiful Mind, the story of Albert Einstein. I'll start with the first para. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm, without any indication that he was destined for greatness. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. To her, his head seemed much too large. So we'll have the meaning student here, that is the indication. Indication means hint. Afterwards, we'll have the word freak. Freak means unusual. So in the first paragraph, the writer tells that Albert Einstein, who was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city which is called Ulm, and he was just a normal child. He don't have any type of a hint on the time of his birth. It was not indicated that he was become a very great person in the world. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. But Albert Einstein's mother, who just realized and she thought that he was some unusual. He was not a normal child as the other children like. To her, his head seemed much too large. The reason why she thought like that the boy's child is much large in comparating to other child. The head of the child, this Albert Einstein, was quite large. It was quite big. That's the reason the mother thought that the boy was not a normal child. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. At the age of 2.5, where normally the children they start speaking few words, but the boy Einstein did not start talking. Even he did not start a word speaking. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. And when he started learning to talk, at that time, what he has done, whatever he speaks, he repeated twice. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. So, during his childhood, the mother says that the boy, when he was a child, he did not want to play with other playmates, other friends. He was something different, so he did not like to play with other children. He thought like it's a boring to play the games, and that's the reason the children they are calling him as a Brother Boring. Now, he especially loved mechanical toys. Looking at this newborn sister Maja, he is said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" So during his childhood, when the children normally they are playing with the other kids for any games, but in that time the boy liked to play with mechanical toys because he was very much interested about the mechanism, that how that toy works. So he did not want to play with other friends, other mates, but he wanted to play with the mechanical toys. And when he looked his sister Maja, who was just slipping into the cradle, for him she's just like a toy. And so he many a times he asked to his mother that where are her wheels, means for him the girl is just a tiny toy. A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession would not matter because he will never make a success at anything. Now, in the third paragraph, this is a very important line which is spoken by the headmaster, the teacher of his school. So, when he was a student, one day the teacher told his father that whatever profession this boy is going to take in his life, but it doesn't matter because he will never get a success in his life. So these words leave a very great effect on the parents' mind. In the very beginning of his childhood, during his school, only the teacher was giving a very harsh words to this boy that the boy will not do anything in his life. So Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. So the mother decided that the boy will not do anything in his academics, so she tried to pursue some music. So she insisted him to just learn to violin. Later become a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining the skill throughout his life. So after learning this violin, the boy, it was student here will have the word amateur. Amateur means the person who doing something for his own enjoyment. So the Einstein, by learning a violin, he was enjoying so much that this habit as a hobby he pursued throughout his life. Now we'll have the fourth paragraph. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. But here it says that though the teacher was told that he was not a good child, but actually in reality he was not a bad pupil. He was a very good student. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. So when he was in school, he was getting a good marks in every subject. So by that way it was said that the boy was not a bad pupil. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teacher. Now student here will have the word regimentation. Regimentation means rules and regulation. So when the children they are in the school, they have to follow such regulations, but here the boy did not like such rules and regulations, and that's why he had clashed means very harsh arguments with the teachers. Many a times he had a very big arguments with the teachers. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled there that he left the school for good. And so stifle, student here will have the stifle. Stifle means suffocated. When he was in school at the age of 15, he feels like that in school he finds suffocated. He don't have a liberty to do the work with his own, and that's the reason he left the school. But student, I just wanted to draw the attention over here. Here it was written that he left the school for good, means for some good purpose he has left the school, not for doing whatever he liked. For that reason he did not leave the school. He left the school for good purpose, for good reason he had left the school at the age of 15. Now, the previous year Albert parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. So for some reason the parents has to shift to Milan, and so they left Albert Einstein to their relatives. After prolonged discussion, student, hear the word prolonged. Prolonged means with a long discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland. So after a long discussion with the parents, then after he just tried to convince his parents that he wanted to take his higher education in Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. So why he has selected the place Switzerland for his higher studies? Because he feels that Switzerland, that city is more liberal. Liberal means he gets some freedom over there in comparing to Munich. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics, and after finishing school he decided to study at the university in Zurich. But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. So here this says that he was highly gifted. He was gifted with mathematics and very much interested in physics. He was very good. We can call it in the physics, and he was good in maths also. After completing his school, he decided to study in Zurich. But science was the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man, but only the science subject which is not appealing him, which is not convince him to just go with the higher studies. See the picture how the Einstein look with her, how he handsome at the age of 21. So the boy was very much interested in higher studies, and then after he started his one by one step to become the success, to get his life in success. Now, he also felt a special interest in a fellow student whose name is Mileva Maric, whom he found to be a clever creature. So when he was doing his higher studies at that time, apart from his subject, apart from his academics, he also took some interest with the fellow students whose name is Mileva Maric, who is a girl and who is equal clever like this Albert Einstein. He was also a very intelligent girl. This young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Why this girl came here? Because in Switzerland is the only place in which the girl got the liberty to get their education over there, and that's the reason the girl came here for his academics. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Pope Philistines, those people in his family at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. In the beginning, the Albert Einstein, he had quite clashes to the girl, but the girl is quite intelligent, and now she was just like an ally student. The word ally means friend. Now they become a very good friend with each other. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words. After passing some times together, then after they realized, they started having the feeling with each other. They just share the words and feelings with each other into the words, mixing science with tenderness. Wrote Einstein, "How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to the victorious conclusions." So, after passing the time with this girl, the man Albert Einstein, he was fall in love with the girl, and they shared their words, and they convinced that they when they work together on the relativity, on the topic of relativity, they will make a great success. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. So here at the age of 21, after completing his graduation, then he was become unemployed. Unemployed means he was jobless. He did not find the job. He worked as a teaching assistant, though that's why then he started working as a teaching assistant and gave private lessons, and finally secured in job in 1902. So at the age of 21, when he did not find a job, so then he just started working as a teaching assistant and give a private lessons to the students, and finally in 1902 he got his job. A technical expert in the patent office in Bern. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's inventions, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at the work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So now he got a job where he has to assist the students who are just started doing some inventions. The students, those who are doing some inventions, so this man Albert Einstein has to assist them, and he, under his guidance only, the students can go with their invention. So he was very much workaholic, and that's why he is very much interested to work, and that's why for his workplace he was calling as the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Means it was a bureau means the drawer, the table where he was working. It was just called him as the best place for him to work there. He was just very much happy with his work there. Now, one of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity. So, in 1905, one of the famous paper they have published the special theory of relativity, which was found by this man, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. From this followed the world's most famous formula which describes the relationship between mass and energy. So, he was the man who found the relationship between mass and energy. You might be aware about this. The formula of the mass and energy is E equal to mc square. So this formula is found by this man, and with this relativity it was published in the very famous newspaper, and by this way the man become the history in this physics, in the relativity. This formula what he found, through this the man become the great person. Now, while Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. So here the writing means the relativity, that the solution what he's the invention, that the formula of relativity what he was planning, in that he was working so hard and he was so much of struggling, and because of that reason he did not spend some time to the family, and that's why his life, his personal life is become unraveling. Unraveling means here he was struggling, he was failing to continue with the private life because he was working so hard and he did not spend such time with the family, and that's why his personal life is affected with it. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies. He decided that after completing this thesis, this theory of relativity, then after he married this girl. But his mother was against it. But the mother of Albert, she did not ready to get marry his son to this girl. Why? The reason is that she thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, the girl was 3 years older than the Albert, and that's why the mother did not ready to get married with that girl. And she was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence, and even this girl is also quite intelligent like his son, and she is a book like you, his mother said. The mother is telling him that the girl is just like a book for you, and both the people, those who are equally intelligent, so they will not continue with that married life, and that's the reason the lady, she did not give permission to get married to that girl. Einstein put the wedding off, and for that reason Einstein just he put off means he just stopped thinking about his marriage on that time because the mother, she was not ready. The pair finally married in January 1903 and had 2 sons. But finally, after some years, this Albert, who married with that girl, and then after they had 2 sons. But after a few years, the marriage faltered. Falter means the marriage failed. After few years of their marriage, the marriage was failed. Mileva was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. Mileva, who was very ambitious, who was professionally well developed, and even he was very much intelligent, so she did not ready to live a life as a housewife. She was very ambitious, so her desire is very high, and that's why after her marriage she thought that her desires are not going to be accomplished, and finally she decided to just go out of it. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1919. So there are the very struggling years of their marriage. They are fighting a lot because both the people, both the person, they are well intelligent, so they did not find any space both of them are workaholics, so their personal life is not going so smooth, and then finally they decided to get divorced, and they divorced in 1919. Einstein married his cousin Elsa the same year. Now we'll discuss the achievement of this Albert Einstein, why he become a very famous personality. So his achievement are the, here we can discuss it. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to the world fame. In 1915 he had published his general theory of relativity. So after getting divorced, then after the man had get much time for his thesis, and then after the general theory of relativity was published, which provided a new interpretation of gravity that will give a new change for the topic of gravity. An eclipse of the sun in eclipse of the sun in had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. The gravitational, how it works on earth, that was searched, that was found by this man. The newspapers proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. The theory of the relativity, which considered as the scientific revolution. So he created the revolution in science by publishing his theory of relativity. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921, and because of his work on relativity, he was awarded with a very prestigious award, that is Nobel Prize in Physics. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world. Now he was become the international personality, so he got invitation and honors and all the felicitation from all over the world, and lauded by the press, and even many of the newspapers, they were just giving a very high details of this man into the newspaper. So now these are the achievement of this man. When Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to United States. Now he shifted, emigrated means he shifted to United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. So when he shifted to United States, at that time many physicists, they were in a boom, because these Nazi people, they are making atomic bomb, and for them they are required so many physicists. And this man, he got an information that Nazis, they are trying to use atomic bomb, and they were creating such very reforming things. That's why this incident has changed this man's life. So how he came up with, we'll discuss in the next paragraph. Now, at the urging of a colleagues, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned student, here will have the word urging, means he had written a requesting letter to the President of USA, that is Franklin Roosevelt. For what reason he had written a letter, we'll see that. What he has written, a single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. He got the information that these people are making atomic bomb, and they are trying to throw it in one of the countries. So he tried to just giving him the reason that a single atomic bomb, means a single bomb can create so much of destructions, and that's the reason he tried to aware the president about this destruction. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own. the letter what he has written, it will not create any effect on the president. Secretly, America, that was the country who secretly prepared an atomic bomb, and they dropped it on the Japanese cities on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Actually, the man was very much against to use this atomic creation because it will create a lot of destruction. So he tried to aware this president, but actually secretly this country, they are also making this atomic bomb, and finally they dropped to the country, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in August 1945. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. Einstein, when this atomic destruction created a lot of destruction in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, this destruction after this, he was very much stern, he was very much saddened by this event. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. In it, he proposed the formation of a world government, and then he tried to wrote a public missive, means a public, he was written a letter to the United Nations, and he tried to tell them to build and to form the world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact, but his letter did not make any effect on them. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics. Afterwards, his efforts, when he put it, it will not affecting anyone's. Then after he only himself, he involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms build-up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. Afterwards, he was just involving in politics, and he tried to gather the people to send them the message to work together as a unity, and then he started working with the people on peace and democracy. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. So when he started his career and he made a relativity theory, at that time he was become a scientific genius. But after his achievement, what he had given to the country, what he has given to the world, he has formed the people together and work for the peace, and because of that reason he was not become a person of, but he was become a world citizen. The whole world was considering as a citizen, and then he gives his services to for his working, he worked for the peace and democracy for the world, because the atomic bomb, it has created this so much of destruction, and he was so stunned with that event, and because of that reason he tried to come forward and he was working for peace in the world, and that's why the people consider him as a world citizen. So we'll have this lesson. It is a story about Albert Einstein. So student, here we'll have the conclude the lesson with why the world remember Einstein as a world citizen. So Einstein theories and works have been useful to the people of the world. He believed in the peaceful use of science and was deeply shaken at the use of the atomic bomb by USA on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He tried to say that science is the only use for peace. It is not for using or destructing anymore. He felt that there was need for a world government, and he fought against arms build-up and advocated peace and democracy. So the world remembers him as a visionary and the world vision. So here we'll end the session, students. Thank you.